what's going on, guys? So as you know, the new Model 3 does not come with Stalks. So I'm going to be installing some on my friend's Model 3. So this is his brand new Model 3 Highland, and he did not really like the new touch buttons here. These are not actually clicky in any way. They're haptic. And he's just not a fan of them. To be honest, I'm not either. I like the Cybertruck ones because they are a real button. These are not. These are just literally completely a haptic button. So this is what they look like. These ones are from Test Studio. It looks like the install should be pretty simple. The Stalks basically look completely OEM, which is awesome, and they feel OEM as well. I think they're an OEM part. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe this is an OEM Stalk from Tesla. And then you have the connector here. You've got covers to make it look all OEM and all of that good stuff. So what I'm doing right now is just removing some of the panels that need to be removed. So what I've done so far is down under here, I removed this. This just pulls right down. And lots of these are actually on with magnets, which is awesome. So there's like not many clips or anything. And then what I did is I took this off. So this is actually the airbag right here. And to get this down, you probably actually could work around this, but I decided to remove it. You take these off. These are right under there. And it exposes two of these bolts on each side. Now, I actually was able to remove these with an 8mm, and it grabbed just fine, and it wasn't like slipping or anything. But I believe this is a E-Torx, it's called. So if you want to get the proper tool for this, it's called an E-Torx socket. But anyways, that comes down, gets out of the way here, and then you want to pull this carpet piece back. You could probably take this whole thing off. I'm going to try without pulling it all off. I just pulled it back a little bit so far, so I just pulled it back a little bit here. Just has clips on it. Because basically what we're trying to do is we got to plug that harness in over there and feed it over here, and then it's got to be fed up to here. So let's go ahead and continue working. I was just starting to pull off the passenger side stuff that we need off. So what I did is I pulled off this weather seal. This just pulls right up, super easy. Just pull it off from like here to down here, because we want to take this off and this. But I think first we have to remove this. So I think this just pulls out. Let me go ahead and see. Pretty sure this one is going to be really easy to remove. Guys, so this piece here, you've got to remove this side right here. That just pulls up, and then you have two clips here. So you don't actually want to pull it up from the right side. You want to pull it up from the left side, and then that just comes out. And then it looks like we got a clip in there to remove, and then this piece, this whole piece should just come right out. All right, let me give this baby a little pull up. Oh, wow. That came out very easily. Wow. That came out so much easier than the previous non-refresh. Holy crap. And you also want to remove, there is this carpet panel up here as well. This carpet panel is right under the glove box area. This just pulls down as well. Super easy to remove. This is so nice because all of these new carpet panels under here are just on with magnets. So that's such a cool and awesome thing that Tesla's doing now. So next up, like I said, we need to kind of pull these back. So I'm going to pull this back a little bit. I'm going to grab from the top over here. I want to go ahead and remove the airbag and the steering wheel. So I'm just going to throw it into service mode real quick here. And you can go ahead and unplug the entire battery of the car, but it's not fully necessary. Most of the tutorials on YouTube don't have you do that. But what you can do is go to safety and click power off. And then you're going to take a tool, and there's going to be these little holes on the side of the steering wheel that you push into, and that'll release the spring or the latch that's holding in the airbag. So for example, here we go. Airbag is out, and then there's going to be a clip on the top and the bottom of that yellow connector. You're going to want to push down on both of those and then pull the connector out. And you're going to want to do the same for that one as well. And then we'll have this bolt that we want to remove. When you use like a torque wrench or some sort of a breaker bar, you're going to want to put it on off. And then I've got a size 10 hex key here. That'll go right into there. Make sure it's all the way in. And then what you're going to want to do is kind of grab the steering wheel. Make sure that you've got a firm hold on it. And then break that loose. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this bolt a little loose, but not all the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull and get the wheel loose itself. The reason why you want to do that is because the bolt will hold the steering wheel from just flying off, and you really don't want to do that. So I got the bolt off. I'm going to put that down. Going to slowly take the steering wheel off. And you really want to be careful here because you don't want to move any of this stuff. With the clock spring and all of this, you just really want to be careful here. Being very careful. Just, you know, you want to be super careful around all this stuff. Gonna remove that. And then we've got 2 hex screws that we want to remove, and then this bottom shroud piece is also supposed to come down. Is that this one? Nope. I need a little bit of a bigger one. These are not very tight, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little piece of tape, a little piece of electrical tape from like here to here, just because I don't want this to turn. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of pull this piece forward, and it comes off. And now we are about ready to get these wires coming through. But actually, before we do that, we got to put on the stalks themselves. Okay guys, so I just prepped these stalks real quick. There's these little plastic attachments that go on them. So for example, here is the left one. So this is like the windshield wiper side and the turn signal side. This whole plastic thing just slides on. So if you look like down here, it slides right in. I mean, both of these can only go one way, so it's pretty easy to kind of figure out. And this one also only goes in one way. And then you take one of the long screws that they gave you and put it right through here. Don't tighten it too much because it's plastic. So, and then it's that long screw there. They give you 2 of them. I'm gonna actually pause on the stalks because I think I want to get the harness put in first. So it's gonna be this one here, this gray one that has nothing in it. So you're not actually taking anything out. You're just gonna plug right into here. Okay, that's, I'm pretty sure, for communication. And then this one here, I'm pretty sure is for power. I'm gonna pull up on that. I'm gonna tap into here. It's pretty similar to the original Model 3 as well. And then once I have this all lined up, I will probably go ahead and, you know, make sure this isn't going to rattle. I'm going to put some anti-rattle tape around it. And then I'm going to basically take this harness, put it behind the carpet here, and route it to the other side. All right, guys, so what I did, I got the harness over to here, and I took this fishing line that they gave us, or this this stiff plastic piece, and I put it through the bottom. Let me get this fixed. I put this through the bottom here to under here, so I can tape this onto the wire and pull the wire up to be under here. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to slide this into place to where it's supposed to go. It should just kind of sit in place where it should be, or where it's supposed to go. Don't try to force it or anything. Okay. Then it looks like there's these two pieces that they give us that are supposed to go into here. Then it looks like we're supposed to use these screws here. All right, guys, so I got those two screws tightened up here, two tightened down there, not overly tight or insanely tight or anything like that, just slightly tight. It seems solid, it seems good. I think everything's feeling pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and connect these connectors. I don't know, I don't think it matters which one goes to which. It looks like the longer one goes to the left, and the shorter one goes to the right. Okay, let's do a little test here, shall we? Turn signal works. Right turn signal works. All right, guys, so it definitely helps to have this pulled out more. So definitely when you start or maybe switch onto a profile that has a steering column out more. But once you got that, you're gonna put this baby back on, and you're gonna make sure there's a little part here, if you look on the OEM one, where you wanna slide into a slot. Make sure you slide into that slot. And then on the bottom here, there's gonna be two screws that you wanna put in, and it's going to be these ones right there. All right, guys, so I don't know why this wasn't in the instructions that I looked at, but those two long screws, one of them goes back here, right to here. Another one goes right up here. I was like, why did it felt kind of loose. And then also, you have those two here, you have those two down here, and then you're supposed to put you can put like the original screws back in there too. So just a ton of screws that I was like, something didn't feel right. So those are supposed to go back. So just a FYI. All right, guys, I just finished putting everything back together in the reverse order. And let's take a peek. So this is what it looks like. The thing that you're going to notice is this shroud back here is a little bit larger. So that's one of the first things you notice. But when you're actually behind the wheel, it's really hard to notice it. I mean, you're probably never going to notice it. But the only thing that I find weird is this. So if you do one normal, let me go ahead and exit service mode. If you go ahead and do one normal down press, it's fine. But if you do a hard one, I feel like, I mean, that's not really that big of a deal. But it makes a click, and I was like, that doesn't sound normal, but I've watched some other people's videos and it seems to be normal. And then let me go ahead and try the reverse. Drive. Park. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. It's great. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's awesome. My friend is definitely going to love it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and thank you to Test Studio for sending these out. If you guys want a discount code, use code Reid for a discount on any Test Studio products. But thank you guys very much for watching.